Hey, how are ya? Dan's Custom Hot Rods today, Wichita, Kansas. I'm back uh, with a problem. Oh man, there's no engine in that Corvette anymore. There it is. Hi. Say hi. Yeah, we pulled it out today. Had nothing but problems this weekend with trying to get this thing to fire. Discovered the starters weren't working. That was the biggest problem. I'll give you a clue on what we're playing around with. Found something this afternoon. I have probably 6 of these. They're small, high torques, but they're all aluminum nose. Hope you can see that. That's an aluminum nose. Well, when I was playing with this thing, I hooked up my winch battery to it. And yeah, I know flex plates are supposed to flex. Okay, so what? I get that. That's why it's called a flex plate. But we put the cast iron original starter back in. This came with the car. The nose of this thing is heavy duty cast iron. Everything lined up, that small starter, it lined up, everything lined up. But the nose cone of that aluminum starter was flexing. Well, it took me to hook it up to this thing, start hitting it with a button, and I'm watching it, the nose, flex. Not the flex plate. The flex plate was not actually flexing in and out like it should because it didn't have the torque converter holding it and bolted up. But wasn't moving as much as I expected it to. No. That aluminum high torque, the body was flexing. So when you're trying to fire this, I built this as 11 and a half ish, 12 to 1. It might be 12 to 1 or maybe, who knows. I've done the math. It says 12. Okay, 12 and a half. So what? I've built many aluminum head small blocks with a lot more compression, 13 and a half. Even for street engine, full roller, blah, blah. Anyways, this one, it wasn't the compression that's the real problem. What I discovered this morning, along with the starter problem, it was flexing the body of it, so it was missing as it's starting. And then it would pop out and grind. Well, if you can see, this one was firing. There's black soot in there. This one, no. This one, no. This one, no. So I've got one cylinder on the passenger side firing. And as you can see from here, I've got 1, 2, 3. No. Shined a light in this thing earlier. And, oh, gee, number 1 spark plug apparently isn't even firing. And then you got 3 over here. 1, 2, 3 that have no soot. This one was definitely firing. So, I got multiple problems. I've been working this thing all weekend. Never mind the stupid weather. I've got enough of a heater that kept me warm enough. Anyways, dead of winter, it's going to happen. Life goes on. I do have probably 12 and a half. Dome top, 62cc aluminum heads. The math says 11 and a half to 12 and a half. Okay. Shouldn't have a problem, even with those high torque starters, gear reduction, whatever you want to call them. Now, I got 6 starters, so it wasn't that big of a deal. This is what's called a gear reduction, and you can see the body of this thing is about 1 inch thick. This one has been in there all weekend. It has been doing a reasonable job, and then it did its thing. This one, as you can see, has an aluminum nose on it. This one is also the same size as the ones on the car. It was flexing as well. So we had a starter problem. And along with the engine not firing on all 8, this should have been a plug-and-play system. By the way, even professionals don't pay attention to the fact that everything is not working properly. It took me to pull the engine, stick it on a stand, and find out, oh, hey, you only got one plug on this side working. Duh. So, we do have MSD. It's all rewired. Got a new fuel system. It's all rewired, nice cleaned up. Everything seems to be functioning great. Over the weekend, one of the things I did was put the screens, welded up the exhaust on the outside, mufflers and all. Yes, there's a muffler right here. It's 18 inches? Something like that. Anyways, it's there. So we got screens on both sides. Got welded up exhaust. Ooh, yeah, it's fun. And the other thing we did was got the wiring pretty much done. It's all cleaned up. It's all put away. We're going to put a dash in this thing this weekend. So we got wiring done. I've got lights, headlights, taillights, brake lights. I think the reverse lights work, and who gives a darn? And one of the things I did the other day, while we're rewiring and while we're redoing the whole interior, one of the cooler things I did was built a new dash panel. Yep, it's going to have tack and speedo, all mechanical. Well, okay, the speedometer is mechanical, tack is not. So, mechanical gauges. So we've got a dash put back together. There's a reasonable look at it. Anyways, it's all upside down, so what? Been working my tail off, trying to get something done. Hey, surgery is 2 weeks away today. Yeehaw! I might be able to actually see you. Because, no, I can see an image, but this eye is so blurred that I can't see it. Sorry. So, 2 weeks today. I am absolutely thrilled. Finally, I get this eye fixed. And then we work on this eye a couple weeks later. What a challenge this has been. But it gave me enough time to get out here and bust butt and get this Corvette running, or somewhat. Yeah, even we learn a valuable lesson once in a great while that, oh, by the way, it won't run because we only got half the ignition system working. So when we say plug and play, don't trust everything. Check it for yourself. I had no idea. I had 3 on this side and 1 on this side. It fired a couple times. Yep, pop, 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 and that was about it. We have gear drive on this, noisy gear drive, so it ought to sound pretty cool when it finally fires. But we are in the middle of getting starter fixed and getting this thing to turn over. So, sorry, engine's out. All parts are in pieces. We're going to put this thing back together tomorrow. I still need a few more things done tonight before I drop this bad boy back in and make it run. Say hi, yeah, way up there in the sky. Anyways, I fought these so-called high torque starters for 2 days. I put literally every starter I've got in this car. And when I figured out on the stand today that 3 out of the 4 were the body of the starter was flexing. Flex plate had nothing to do with it. The body right here was flexing. The aluminum body was flexing. You don't really want that to happen. So, whoops. No big deal. We'll get back on this tomorrow morning and see if we can drop this bad boy back in and see if we can get running now. I know I've got an ignition problem. I got a starter problem. I got a handful of problems. So now you've seen we got the electrical wired, we got a dash built. While this is out, I'll probably go install the dash tonight for something to do. Get the dash in, get the tack wired, get gauges hooked up, run in, blah, blah. You know, all that fancy good stuff. So, anyways, that's what I'm going to do tonight. Thank you for watching. Haven't seen any thumbs up, but hey, got an even half dozen subscribers. Man, thank you, people. I appreciate the last video. Heck, we doubled our viewers. There's been like over 20. Thank you so much for watching. This was a challenge. Yeah, I can't come up with 100,000 views, but hey, I'm also not a professional YouTuber either. I have a job, so don't quit your day job. At any rate, we'll download a couple more videos here and there. Install the dash, I'll show you that, things like that. But the roll cage will be here at the end of February. They had to build it, and it'll be shipped, I don't know, end of February sometime. So, no big deal. Thank you, I appreciate it. Send me some thumbs ups. Down. Yell at me. Hey, you're not doing this right. Hey, alert me and say, hey, dummy. I'm good with static. So, the next time you guys decide that you want to watch the videos and enjoy, I'm still a chassis builder. I'm still a fabricator. Thank you for watching. Dan's Custom Hot Rods, Wichita, Kansas. I appreciate all you watching. Thank you so much. We'll see you again.